So we might
Your
just
Honor,
put
that is not my child.
Miss Aisha took legal action against her ex-husband, William, but as the case unfolded, shocking revelations turned the situation into something far more complex than she ever anticipated.
Okay, Miss Ghost, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, we have a 1-year-old daughter named Alexis Ray. We're not together anymore. We were married for 2 years. We divorced because I like women.
She upgraded her life, trading in her husband like he was an outdated model. Yet here she is, dragging him back into the spotlight, demanding more from a chapter she already closed. The audacity? Unmatched.
I want to put him on child support. He don't do nothing for his little girl. So that's basically.
Okay. So you all divorced, have a 1-year-old.
Yes, ma'am.
And you want him to pay child support.
We'll dive into what he does or doesn't do for his daughter in just a moment. But first, take a good look, carefree, unbothered, living her best life after tossing him into this chaos. It's almost impressive how she can shrug off the mess she created while he's left to pick up the pieces. The audacity? Staggering.
Straightforward. Sir, what do you have to say about that?
Your Honor, I don't have a problem paying child support, you know.
The man's more than willing to spend on her daughter as long as it's his daughter.
But, you know, she did leave me for somebody else. She cheated on me throughout our relationship and things like that.
That's another court that has nothing to do with me. Continue.
Yes, ma'am. You know.
The man has no problem opening his wallet for his daughter, as long as it's clear she's his daughter. Funny how that works, isn't it? Conditional generosity wrapped in a neat little bow. But when the lines blur, so does his willingness. Priorities, right?
I only make $16 an hour, ma'am, as a warehouse supervisor, so it's really hard to make the ends meet. So I don't know how much I can give. You know, it's expensive to live where we live.
William is speechless. Aisha's audacity knows no bounds, dragging him to court out of nowhere over an issue so tangled it puts soap operas to shame. The twists, the drama, the sheer nerve of it all. It's enough to leave anyone at a loss for words.
Well, according to the documents you provided, you made $18 an hour, not $16.
Oh.
So
He's
you
also
don't know
a
how
liar,
much you
Your
made?
Honor.
Let's be real. $16 an hour isn't exactly big bucks to be dragged into court over. So who's in the right here? William, who's got every reason to push back. Or Aisha, who seems to have conveniently forgotten what shared responsibility means the second she walked out. Right now, it's anyone's guess, but one thing's clear. This mess is anything but simple.
I was mistaken. I apologize.
Oh, okay. But you get a check every month, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Y'all made the perfect couple. You're the liar, she's the
Well, according to the documents you provided, you were making $18 an hour, not $16.
Oh.
Looks like someone's been caught fudging the numbers. So tell me, how does it feel to have your own paper trail come back to bite you?
Right there. That's the particulars. He lied. I didn't cheat on him.
Okay, well, we already established that he lies. I mean,
Oh, yeah, see, I told you he was a liar.
Well, I mean, you didn't even have to tell me that.
You knew that, right?
I don't know how you do it every
you know,
single time.
What do you?
You know, what I don't need you all to do is address each other. You all
Yes,
will
ma'am.
address me. There's obviously a reason that you're no longer married.
The judge caught his slip-up instantly and didn't hesitate to set him straight. Honesty is the only way forward in this case. But let's be real, even if he did fudge a detail or two, would it really change the bigger picture? At the end of the day, the core issue remains, and no amount of creative accounting is going to make it disappear.
Now, in terms of healthcare, who pays it for this child?
He pays it.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Well,
She's on his Medicaid.
Okay, so
Damn, the judge didn't hold back. Went in on both of them. And honestly, can't say they're wrong. These two are a perfect match, just not in the way that matters. One spins tall tales, the other plays the cheating game. A match made in chaos, but definitely not in trust or integrity.
child lives with you, but
Yes, ma'am.
and the child is on Medicaid.
Yes, ma'am.
So, are you paying Medicaid yet, or you haven't started paying them?
Yes, ma'am. I am paying for the child's health care right.
Talk about losing credibility in an instant. And Aisha? She's not letting that slide. The man really tried to lie over a $2 difference. That's next-level stupidity. If you're going to bend the truth, at least make it worth the risk. But no, he went all in on the pettiest hill to die on. Unreal.
You understand that Medicaid has to be reimbursed to the state, and you're going to have to start paying child support at $18 an hour. You understand?
He's barely scraping by as it is, yet he's still covering his kids' Medicaid bills. So why is Aisha even here? What's left to squeeze out of his wallet? Spare change? At this point, it's less about the money and more about the principle. Or maybe it's just about making his life harder. Either way, it's a bad look.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you looked real depressed just then. I mean, did I say something wrong?
No, ma'am. It's just, I just know how much it's going to hurt, ma'am. That's all.
Know how much is what is going to hurt you?
The child support.
The child support hit. You can see the judge looking baffled. But hold up, there's a catch, and it's not looking good for William. Just when you think the drama's hit its peak, another twist drops. This whole mess just keeps getting messy, eh?
And you do understand that, Mom, are you working?
No, ma'am.
Why aren't you working? Why aren't you working?
I mean, I just don't work.
If he couldn't handle the responsibility, maybe he should have thought twice before having a kid, especially with someone like Aisha. But let's not let her off the hook either. Zero accountability. She just sits back, does nothing, and expects her ex to foot the bill. It's a two-way street, and right now, neither of them is driving responsibly.
You don't want to work, but you think that he is solely responsible for taking care of your 1-year-old?
Well, she lives with me, so I take
me, I was talking, thanks. If she does live with you, yes, she does live with
I
you.
don't work because I'm entitled to live carefree and dump all the rubble on my ex-husband to bear. Sounds about right for Aisha. She's been enjoying every bit of this, living life on her terms while someone else cleans up the mess. Entitlement at its finest.
You will be obligated to pay child support because of that, but you also need to be working too.
Yes, ma'am.
So, you know, are you going to come back in here next time with some proof of looking for a job?
Oh, yes, ma'am, I will, and I'm...
The entitlement is unreal. And the worst part? One more slip up from William, and she might have actually gotten away with it. It's a razor-thin line between justice and chaos, and somehow, she's always teetering on the edge of winning. Unbelievable.
So we might
Your
go
Honor,
for
that is not my child.
Oh, that was my next question, but
I ain't touched her in like almost a year.
okay, that is good information to know.
At this point, a simple yes would have wrapped this whole mess up. But nope, Aisha just had to drop another bombshell completely out of left field. Just when you think it's over, she cranks the drama up another notch. Unreal.
It has nothing to do with this because a child that is not born is not a child within existence at this moment, so therefore child support can be determined anyway.
We'll be back though.
You'll be back for
We'll be
that
back.
child. Okay, well when you return, we will discuss.
Wait, what? She said she's into women, but now she's pregnant? Make it make sense. And why even bring this up in court when it has nothing to do with William? Looks like she's setting the stage for another child support check. The plot thickens, and so does the absurdity.
We'll be back with you.
Well, sir, just make sure you know, I just want you to know that you do have the right to get a DNA test.
Oh, really?
Yes, you have a right to get a DNA test on that child that she's pregnant with, just to make sure if she does bring you back.
At this point, it's crystal clear. Aisha is just out to squeeze every last dollar from William's already limited income. But the judge threw him a lifeline, a solid piece of advice that might just save him from her greed next time around. Sometimes, it's not about winning the battle, but learning how to fight the war.
If it's not your child, you won't be placed on child support.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you understand that?
But it's your child, so don't worry about that.
Ma'am, I don't need you addressing him, okay? And as of right now, we don't know whose child it is. Well, when I say we, I'm speaking about the court. We don't know whose child it is because you're currently pregnant. He hasn't had an opportunity of doing DNA tests.
If she drags him back to court again, at least he'll have some solid ground to stand on this time. He's not walking in unprepared. Aisha might love drama, but William's learning how to play the game.
And it's about time.
$18 an hour. What is your work week? And truthfully, how many hours do you work a week?
Roughly 60 hours a week, ma'am.
Okay, you told the truth about that. I just have to verify everything that you say from now on.
Can the child even be his? Is this woman nuts? Making such baseless claims in court, no less? No wonder the judge discreetly dropped a hint for William. When the accusations are this wild, even the bench can see through the nonsense.
$380 amount, you're going to be responsible for paying that for the past 12 months. Yeah. You're looking real confused right now.
Not confused, concerned.
Too bad that won't help him now, though. The judge is already moving on to the child support details. The hint might have been a win for next time, but right now, William's still stuck cleaning up this mess. Timing is everything, and today, it's not on his side.
Her cash, that's a gift, okay?
Definitely.
So, the back pay that she requested for the past 12 months would bring your back pay, is also known as retroactive child support, $6,600.
William's face says it all. He knows he's in deep financial trouble. But let's be real, he should have thought about that before having a kid. Choices have consequences, and right now, he's staring them straight in the face. Hindsight's 20/20, but foresight? That's where the real wisdom lies. That child support figure? Brutal. Luckily, the judge showed a bit of mercy, but his clueless mistake still cost him. One wrong move, and suddenly, he's digging himself out of a deeper hole. Lesson learned? Maybe. Wallet lighter? Definitely. She had no choice but to rule in Aisha's favor, locking him into monthly payments. But here's the silver lining. The judge shut down Aisha's next scheme, warning William to get a DNA test before she tries dragging him back to court for baby number 2. At least now he's got a shot at dodging another financial ambush. Small victories, right?
I'm going to make that payable at $100 per month. So your new child support obligation is going to be $480.72 a month.